What's up, guys? I'm Jaime, this is Anything Garage, and welcome to today's episode. Today we have the brand new KP Mini 150 RS EFI, electric fuel injection. So let's do a quick overlook on this bike and see how it performs. Let's take a quick glance at this motorcycle. We have gold forks, gold wheels, red brake calipers, front and rear. And one of my favorite things is this daytime running light. How cool is that? But we have these bunny ears, which are hilarious. I don't really mind them though, but they're there and they work. They don't vibrate as much, which is surprising. This motorcycle sports a 150cc 5-speed single overhead cam engine, producing about almost maybe 13 horsepower. I've seen 12.5 to 13, and it is electric fuel injection now, not carbureted. So here's the EFI. It's actually a TBI, throttle body injection, and if we hit the throttle, you can see it, and there's all the fancy new stuff now. Here is our air filter, so we'll get air from here. This motorcycle has pegs that fold in and out on both sides. Here's the rear brake and disc. This is your exhaust, and you can definitely hear it when you get on it. It's not extremely loud, and it's also not quiet. It is quiet on idle, but you know, it's a decent stock exhaust, not the worst I've seen. Now I have the bike on a motorcycle stand, but it is just on the hex bolts. And you know, this bike is so light, you can do that. You know, you shouldn't, but you could. Now here's the where your spools would go, and I'll link the correct ones that you need for, you know, this to work. I'm gonna warm up the bike for just a little while, and then we'll get the oil out and put new oil in. All right, I know you guys want to hear this thing, so we're gonna turn it on. Nothing much to it, it's pretty quiet, but we'll get a listen to it. Turn the key. You can hear that fuel pump, sounds very good. Here's the plug that you need to remove, and it is a 17mm. Let's loosen this up. Turn this button. Oh, do that fast. Okay, this is the oil that I'm going to be using. It is full synthetic. I'm going to be using 5W40. And this is wet clutch safe. This is really good stuff. There's also a T4, which is not, I don't think it is full synthetic, and you can use that one to break in the engine. When you tighten the plug, make sure it is tight, but not too tight. Trust me, don't put these too tight. Just get a good, you know. Okay, I have a measuring cup, and it is 250 milliliters, so all I have to do is fill this up 4 times to make 1000 milliliters, which would be 1 liter. And you don't have to do this, but I will. All right, now that we've filled up our oil, one of the cool things about this bike is that it does have a sight glass. You can see how much oil you got when you're running it. So if you're not leaking oil, see what level it's at, but you have to have the bike straight. So we're good. All right, let's get started. I do need some fuel. I actually checked and it is almost empty, so we'll do this quick. This is what we're gonna be using to get our top speed. It is off a little bit, but not too much, but it is off for sure. Just like any motorcycle actually. So put it in gear, first gear. And let's go. Now, I will say for the record, that this helmet is actually very, very loud. I've had 3 helmets, and this is the loudest one, mostly because it doesn't have that little cowl thing for the chin, so a lot of wind probably gets in here, but it is also very comfortable. And you know what? I forgot to strap it up, so I'm gonna go to the park real quick and put it on neutral. It's very easy to find neutral on this gearbox, this 5-speed. Very, very easy. It's incredibly easy. I love it. Let me get on the shade first. I think he's learning how to ride a bike, huh? Neat. Alright, I think over here's a good spot. We'll do it right here. We'll do it live. Alright then. Yeah. Sorry about the bike is a little bit dirty. I have been using it. I haven't washed it. I think I washed it once since I got it, but it was new. So when you do wash it, you could just get right on it. Just wash it. You don't, need to worry about the filter getting wet or any fuel getting in the carburetor or anything, because now it's, fuel injection. So let's do this top speed run, see how fast it goes. I love it. Alright, let's get started. Just want to warm up the bike a little bit. Oh. I accidentally had the kickstand down. I'm going first on Kronik. Yeah, this thing is really fun. You can just whip this thing around like it's nothing. Look at it. Very fun. The mirrors work great. They look funny, but it gets up to speed for town just perfectly fine. Yeah. Trying to rev match in this thing. Just hilarious. Yeah. Fun to ride this thing, man. Very, very fun. The suspension feels good. I like it a lot. I mean, it's not too hard and it's not too soft for my weight, 183 or whatever. This thing's not fast. It's not slow. It's not supposed to be fast. It's supposed to be enjoyable. You just whip this thing around. Now you do feel a lot of wind because it is a naked bike. Past that 40 mile per hour mark. Alright, here we are. Before we get started, let's talk a little bit about me. I am 5'9" with a 31.5 inch inseam. This is a 27.5 inch seat height. Here I am standing. When I sit down, I have an incredible bend, so very accessible. So if you're short, 5'1", you can make use of this, I'm sure. The Grom clone I had was 33 inch seat height, which is kind of ridiculous. So this thing is warmed up. Let's get this test started. I should probably start this. Okay. It is very, very windy outside. There's a lot of bugs. And this thing is just so lightweight. You could just flick this thing around like it's, I mean, look at it. It's fun, especially in town. Very lightweight. It weighs 240 pounds, I think, somewhere around there. 240 pounds, and it is very lightweight. It's just as lightweight as that Grand Clone that I have. Okay, let's do our first top speed test here. Here we go. It is very windy. Don't look like it, but it is extremely windy. Alright, we're gonna turn around and do kind of like a 0 to 60, which I'm guessing is gonna be very slow because that's pretty much the top speed of this thing. I'm not good at launching, but I don't really launch motorcycles. So here we go. So far we did 62 miles per hour, which is not bad, I guess. Here we go. Alright guys, so that's what this motorcycle does, 63 miles per hour. I actually did end up getting it to 64 miles per hour. So that is at least my official top speed, 64 miles per hour. And you know, that's not bad for a 12.5 horsepower motorcycle with little 12-inch wheels, being fully stock. You know, it's what to expect. So 64 miles per hour. That's how it performs. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Oh. This is very loose dirt. That is very coarse dirt. Very loose gravel. In fact, I am stuck. Not really. This bike weighs nothing. That was fun, right?